Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to Black Arrow Gaming. I am Bob. We're here for the third in another set of 5 episodes that I am doing for Age of Wonders 3 this weekend. We've got the next thing that's kind of up on my list here is this little area down here. It's not really a big problem, except that I don't have healing for these guys, so I'm having a little trouble keeping my armies all patched up, despite the fact that I have like probably 20 or 30 archangels running around. I'm gonna go ahead and do these fights anyway. I'll probably just leave out the weaker units and run through some auto combats here because I don't want to do this all manually, except for the quarry. I might have to do that one manually. Um, so that guy's a little beat up, so he gets the boot for this battle. So you go here, and you are also very damaged, so you go there. And I just did everything wrong and moved absolutely not the units that I wanted to move. I'm very good at this game. Okay, now that I've wasted a bunch of movement points, let's just auto this. Okay, nobody took any significant amount of damage, so that's good. We'll move you guys up here. And you know what? I'm feeling like not doing these manually. We've got bigger fish to fry, so let's wait a turn, actually. I will give these guys a little bit of time to R&R, and then when these come through, I'll just surround it with 4 armies and just crush them in auto and not worry about it. And let's see, I need you to dig. Oh yeah, that's right, you came all the way out here to dig, so get to digging. Make the dragons happy. This guy, I don't really want to dig through any of these walls just yet, so you can clear this out. Yep, you know you're at the end. I know I'm near the end of the turn when I just can dig everywhere. It's a good feeling. All right, the digger here finished a tower, and I kind of would like to get him on the other side to do the same over in this big chunk of dirt, and I think that's what I'm going to work on. But he does have a lot to clear out here, so it's going to be a little while before he does that. Let's see, these guys are done with their move. Yeah, that's right. We're still on the same turn. Everybody else is good, I think. Yeah. Confirm army movement. Wherever you were going, I'm sure it's fine. Have fun. Oh, camp, please. This is so much easier than moving everything manually. You guys have been telling me to do this more often for forever now. You too, have fun. You have fun. Wait, is that a dwarf settler? That is a dwarf settler. Well, it's okay. I'm making another one, because I'm making another fort, so that's fine. And we are at the end of the turn. I have 5 casting points to make sure I don't waste. I should have probably actually double-checked all those domain invasions, but I haven't seen anything sneaking around that I haven't noticed, so... Oh, well, at least... Actually, I shouldn't say that, because if I didn't notice it, then I obviously couldn't know that, so... let's get... do we need spiritual freedom next? I'm going to go ahead and get spiritual freedom up, or else I'm just going to forget to cast it. I know the dwarf city, one of my dwarf cities needs it, so... we'll just get that ready. And I think I'm going to get 2 more Grand Palaces on the next turn, so I'm going to be closing in on 400 casting points. How's my Tigran city doing that I released that I want back now? That is 2 turns left before I can reabsorb them. Okay. And that's going to get me another 20 casting points when that happens. Alright, I think we're good. Let's end the turn. Oh, there's still more people with... I don't know why it sometimes manually makes me click to move them, like click the continue auto move thing, and then there's like some of them where it just does it by itself without prompting me. My assumption is that if I force ended the turn early, it would probably do that with all of them. But, man, here we go. All right, well, I've got all my casting points, and I'm going to make sure I win this one. You are not going to just sail in here at the last minute, right before I start making Lords of the Deep, and take the city from me. It ain't happening. I'm going to cast a spell, and let's see. What do I want? I could just throw down Chaos Rift and call it a day, but I think I'm going to try to save some mana at least. So, this guy is dangerous because Poison Bolts can kind of hurt the Phantasm Warrior a lot. The Lost Mariner, he doesn't have any weakness or strength against them. The Storm Sister can't really hurt this guy. It's mostly the Shaman that we need to deal with. So, what can I do? I mean, I could try to disintegrate him, which is more than likely what's going to end up happening. It's a 45% chance when his guard's down, so I think what I'm going to do is just wait. And we'll see. I'll spread out a little bit, and we'll see what kind of... He's not casting any spells, so maybe I'm okay. Hurl Net. If I can get really lucky with that... See, he probably wants to try to get close enough to Entangling Touch somebody. He can't do it to the Phantasm Warrior, but he could do it to the Lost Mariner. And I don't want to take that chance because I want to hurl a net at him. So yeah, come a little closer. Alright, his guard is now down. I'm going to go for the hurl net, and if it doesn't work... Got it. Okay. How long is he ensnared in the net for? 2 turns? Okay. That should be enough time. I'm going to just kill him with all the things. The Storm Sister can't bother the Phantasm Warrior much, so I should get a lot of free hits in. I might not even need to cast a spell to win this one. Because I got a little lucky with the thrown... Ah, crap. Well, she got lucky with the stun. Okay. I don't think he's going to be able to do anything after this. But just in case, I might toss a fireball his way. Because she could theoretically turn the Phantasm Warrior around, then he could take 1 step away. Yeah, and then blast my Phantasm Warrior 3 times with Poison Bolts. We're not going to let that happen. Whatever the cheapest way I have of killing you is, which is probably Magic Fist, eat it. Don't kill my Lost Mariner. Dang it, she's gonna probably kill my Lost Mariner. Oh wait, no, she can't. She's out of action points. Sweet. Oh, you jerks. It's fine, because I'm going to have a Lord of the Deep in here on the next turn. And come try and take the city once that happens. Well, I got through that with only having to spend 10 casting points, so I guess that's alright. Are you serious? Well, actually, that's okay. Because I'm pretty sure the Phantasm Warrior would win that fight. Although the Phantasm Warrior is a little beat up. I'm definitely hurrying. Oh, crap. The Abyssal Ridge, though, is... Did I hurry it? No, I didn't hurry it, because I was worried about what might happen if I lost the city. So I need to wait 1 more turn. I'm probably going to have to summon another... I'm going to summon another Phantasm Warrior in that city. On this next turn, just to be safe. Or maybe even an Archangel. Heck, why not? Since I'm in the habit of summoning them literally everywhere else, I may as well. Besides, that guy could use some healing. And the Lords of the Deep will need it eventually too, so yeah, I'll just put an Archangel down there and call it a day. Let's see them break through that with a Shaman. Actually, a Shaman could do a lot of damage to an Archangel. What do we got here? Mogwai sailing around. I think that was some units I actually spotted the last time I played a few weeks ago. Well, where could they be going? I think I was worried about them crossing over and attacking cities in this area. I'll just have to be ready to keep summoning stuff. Like, constantly. Yeah, Frodo, you jerk. Wait, what city did he capture? Oh, yep, it is the one that I thought. Okay. Yeah, I knew that would happen. Can these guys make it to that city in one turn? I think they might be able to. Well, I'll be able to get an Archangel there and get that back before he can do any real damage or absorb it or anything. And the snake will be able to make it back here to prevent this guy from doing any damage. Hopefully, Frodo will be dead within a couple turns. Maybe even this turn. And if that's the case, then a lot of my problems are solved. Oh, that's what I should be doing, is watching to see if he moves anywhere. What the crap did he just do? Well, he's holding ground there. I can reach him with one Archangel, but not both. So then the question becomes, should I wait and attack with both? Or just try to take him on this turn? It's a good question. I mean, he is a puny halfling that I could disintegrate, but having two Archangels in there would give me a little bit of extra backup if I need it. Okay, Ganon's moving now. I kind of want to flip over here and see if there's any movement that my Raven spots. Just trying to keep an eye out for their leader, since I know where their capital is. And if he's anywhere in here, then I'm going for the kill. I'm not seeing any movement at all. Nothing's coming after my Raven so far either. Crow. What was that? There was definitely movement there. Something flying, it sounded like. Oh no, I think that was the small group that was advancing. I think turned around once they realized I had units in the area. Ganon is trying to disjunct spiritual freedom and failing at it, instead of trying to disjunct Age of Magic, which in the long run is causing him a heck of a lot more trouble. Question is, which city did he try to disjunct it on? Because whichever one he did try to disjunct it on... Okay, Ganon's done moving. Whichever city he did try to disjunct it on is something he has a line of sight and can see. Are you guys gonna come after the eagle? They've been letting my eagle kind of get away with murder over here. Not literally, but metaphorically. It's scouted so much land, and they've had opportunities to kill it, but they don't seem to be smart enough to split up their army to go after it on the mountains. Still no sign of the Dreadnought leader, no sign of the Theocrat leader, no sign of Mogwai, the Warlord leader. But that's okay. We should at least be able to take Frodo out, if not this turn, then on the next one. I think I might just go for it on this turn, just because of that halfling weakness to... Well, I could use Degenerate and then use... Yeah, I think I could definitely kid him. And then the rest of that army would just drop, provided he hasn't rebuilt his capital somewhere else. Okay, we're on to the independence now, so we are good. Alright, so that's annoying, but whatever. We'll get the city back. Not this turn, but next. I'm going to quick save now that we've made it to the new turn. And then we can continue the party. Now, the big question, the thing I want to take care of first, is what to do about friggin' Frodo over here. We're going to have 2 spellcasters in this fight. He's got 46 casting points left. One thing that can cause me trouble is magic dispelling, which he could theoretically do every turn. Cure disease can be used to get rid of... No. What can be used to get rid of the dead degenerate effect? Might just be dispel magic. Shock bolts, longbow, walking cavalry, mounted leader, mind control immunity, lucky. You could get lucky, that would be annoying. He's got Devout Slayer and Support Slayer, so he'll do a lot of damage to the Archangels. He's also got Unholy Champion. He could do a lot of damage to my Archangels if I give him the opportunity. What about that other hero that's hanging out with him? He's got Dispel Magic as an ability, so that could be annoying. I would probably just need to go in and spam Disintegrate over and over. Does Frodo still have the physical weakness? Yes, he does. He's got a 20% physical weakness. I think I want both Archangels in on the... Oh, wait, I can get the other one in on this turn. Oh, perfect. All right, I thought he was too far away. Well, that changes things. Can he actually initiate the battle if he needs to? Yes, he can, so... I'm gonna move slowly. Okay, good. Oh, yeah, we've got Frodo. We've got him now. Very likely defeat? I don't think so. You are going to get Thanos snapped, buddy. Alright, can I do anything to get him... Well, first let's see what kind of odds this has of succeeding. It's a 30%. So it's not really great. So I'm going to open up with something to just get his units moving around a bit. We'll go ahead and do the Degenerate first. Or Great Immolation. That's not necessary. Mass Curse won't work. So many options here. I think Degenerate is a good opening, though. We'll do that and see if they can get rid of it. They probably will, but it should at least get their attention and maybe get them to run out after me. If they're dumb enough to send the Lost Souls and crap while leaving the heroes behind to cast spells and stuff, then I might actually be able to just win this battle the old-fashioned way. They did not... Ooh, he's dead. I think he's dead now. They did not get rid of Degenerate, and he let his guard down. Cast a spell. Buddy, I think you just made a terrible mistake. 81%. Oh, come on! Stupid halflings. Oh, I hate the halflings. I hate the halflings so much. Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, well, he threw a curse and it didn't do anything. We'll just hold ground. He'll probably dispel that now. Yep. And now he's back on defense. You stupid jerk. Alright, try again, I guess. He'll be able to curse again on this turn, so they might do the same thing. Alright. Degenerate. Try it again. This is going to work. Well, he'll curse, which is fine, because we're still going to get another shot at this. It won't be as good of odds as last time, but... resisted it. He's getting lucky. It's going to work eventually. He did use a move to heal himself, so... I will use all my mana on this turn to do this. Come on, Frodo. You can only heal undead one turn. Oh, he's running out at me. This certainly gives me more options. I'm not sure what caused him to just suddenly decide, you know what? I'm gonna go for it. But, let's... If I commit my archangels to this, could I actually kill him? I think I can just straight up kill him. Not unless he gets frickin' lucky all the time. Good gosh, this idiot. There, die. Stupid Frodo. Oh, he's gone. The necromancer is no more. Certainly was a pain in the butt on his way out, though. Alright, that is now my city, and his items are now my items, and I really don't want to sift through this stuff, so I'm probably just going to leave it there. Let's just look and see if there's anything really good. No. I do not want to take the time to sort through all of this. I can tell from some of the things that, okay, the high morale is kind of nice, but Zari is the one I would want to give that to, and it, yeah, because she's got lucky and she doesn't really need it. Yada's rags, no, it's okay. That's an okay item, but I've got better. None of that is worth taking. I'm not going to even mess with it. It's just going to sit here. There is some more stuff in the water over there that a different hero had. For now, we can do this. We're going to release... What is this? Dwarf? Goblin. This is Goblin. Release his vassal. And then I have to get my dumb city back over here. Oh, they've restocked it with... Oh, wait, no, that's just his leftover Eagle Rider. Okay. You can go here. Druid's army can head this way. There's really nothing left for me over here other than mopping up leftover cities that the Dreadnought left behind. Well, and Mogwai for that matter. But it's good to know that we now have two down, 5 to go. The only problem is I don't know where the leaders of the remaining ones are. I did have several items arrive on this turn, so that's worth taking a look at. Mogwai got that Doom Gaze item, which is going to further boost his range damage. Plus, I've got that Enfeebling Fever one on the way, so that's going to be fun. Yeah, we'll close that down. And what else did we get? Gold Wyvern Egg at my leader. I'm just going to let her hang on to that for now. And better melee item for the Druid, which is another one of those fearsome ones. Like, okay, so I found 2 copies of this. One of them is with my Necromancer. But yes, that is better than the sword, and now that that's done, I can sell the sword. Not going to need that. Tireless Boots still on the way. Got 2 turns remaining for that. So that'll be cool once she's all set up. She'll be very difficult to kill in melee. I did not have any of those scattered Dreadnought armies attack me on this turn, but This group is moving up into area that makes me uncomfortable, so I'm probably still going to have to go fight them. I think I can handle it, though. All right. You guys should probably go back and help defend this city over here. Anyone who can swim or fly can shortcut there. The others should go around. If I set them up kind of like... I want to move the weaker ones out, so maybe the longbow, the white witch, the mammoth. Step aside, let them sit on the center tile, and then the knight can get around. The rest of these guys are kind of on their own. They're going to have to go deal with the juggernauts over here. I would like to go scout that out, but I'm going to have to wait a little bit because there's more pressing issues here. Who is the fastest one in the group? And that's not a phoenix or a dragon because they need to get to Mogwai. Probably, you know, it's probably going to be the node serpent. These guys are really fast. Let's go ahead and deal with these guys. Alright, well, if they're going to come at me like that, I'm going to just go park in the middle of all of them, and we'll give them quite a few attacks of opportunity. The angels themselves really need to heal the node serpent because I need his stuns. So what I'm going to do... Oh, you know what? I'm actually just going to do this. I know I'm technically bunching everybody up, but the angle I'm doing it at, they're going to take a bunch of attacks of opportunity if they do anything. And the Phoenix can just kind of go, actually, here. And we'll just leave it on them to decide what they want to do. They might do the big, yeah, we'll do that. Okay. One of them rammed, one of them did the big attack. Let's see if I can stun this guy over here. I think I got it. It's kind of hard to tell because the... Yep, I got it. The model on these things is so big. That means you can... If you would be so kind, destroy that. You've got a chance to stun stuff, don't you? You both do. Okay. Would you stop with that crap? I would like the golden dragon to be the one to kill this thing, so... Or actually the phoenix could do it too, with the fire immunity. So yes, why don't you move there, you move here, break that. Then it doesn't really matter for you guys, you can kind of do whatever. Alright, there's a few more broken tanks. Now that that's been dealt with, I think these guys can go off on their own, catch up with Iggy. Hopefully while maintaining a healthy distance from any more armies of tanks. And then the rest of you guys should band together for healing, and I want them to head back to this kind of split off army down here, because I feel like this area could get hit pretty hard. I sort of feel like I'm getting spread a little thin up here, because if I push Mogwai's army forward, it leaves this city vulnerable, this pathway is vulnerable. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's just a lot I need to keep track of here. Those guys are now neutral, so they shouldn't bother my city. So I can go back to whatever it was I was doing here, which I think was selling... Yeah, selling the planar gate, the shrouded altar, and getting a sorcerer's conflicts and an arena. Still don't remember for sure why I was getting an arena here, but I assume I was doing it for some reason. Spiritual Freedom is ready to cast. This is going down here on Morak Soul. There we go. And the War Hall, I could... Yeah. Yep, the War Hall's next. And I've got enough happiness to... reproduction, I think. Well, now that I look at it, now I don't. Why'd my happiness drop? Because I could hurry production on this turn and get the War Hall a little faster, but then on the next turn, if I hurry production again, it's going to drop below the 600 threshold. And I think I would rather hurry production... Man, it's so close to being able to just get it. I think I would rather hurry production on the Tier 3 race upgrade. Maybe I could get the magic library in one turn, and then the happiness of the city will go up randomly. I'm not sure why it dropped, because it was over 800 beforehand. Must have been some temporary bonus. I don't know. Anyway, have fun in the library. Yeah, I think I can auto that. Oh, wait, they almost did get somebody. Okay, let's cancel that and do the Magic Academy instead. And then you guys need to go back to the hospital. It's down over here. Let's get the siege workshop in next, I guess. Yeah, we'll let the library or the hospital finish first in this case, I think. And just queue up some of that stuff. All right, now this city, because it's got that in its borders, can do that. Yeah, it can do the Master's Guild in one turn. And where was this orc going? This guy was going to go over here. There's nothing in there that could kill it, is there? No, I think all the wandering stuff's gone. Oh, I saw it. Okay, for a second I thought those guys were wandering hostiles, which would have been an unpleasant surprise. Alright, I need you guys to get that knight some more XP, however you want to do it. I could actually go through the ancient ruins with them right there. That would give me some treasure and gold. I guess, why not? Let's go take a peek in here. Just some trolls. Can I auto this and get away with it? I should be able to. I'm a little worried about Karnak, though. Getting himself killed. He does not have a lot of health. I need to rectify that. Alright, let's just do a Touched by Faith on... I don't know. Snake, I guess? Go around to the side here. Let's put more distance between me and the other spider. Alright. I really want with that knight to get some good monster slaying troll, or just some good troll slaying action in here. I could go after him. I'm gonna try to hit the spider. There we go, got a stun on him. This one needs to die on this turn. Karnak does need XP, so I'm gonna let him get a kill here and there. He did leave himself vulnerable to a troll running past, but it would take a hit from the snake. I don't think it will do that. I'm gonna let the trolls come to me. In fact, I'm gonna let the trolls come to the Ice Queen, I think. She could stun them in retaliation, or possibly freeze them. And I don't really need the ghoul around. Oh, that's unfortunate. They didn't even go for her anyway. Okay, well, go deal with the spider, please. The knight's got troll hunting to do. Nice, there's a gold medal. That is strong will. Excellent. I believe the rest will die on this turn, so I'm going to go ahead and use him to patch up whoever needs the most health. The knight could use 17, so we'll do that. And then I want the rest of this XP to go to Karnak. Although, no, I need to kill that troll. Well, there you go. That's all sellable. Okay, I can move further down here. I guess, yeah, I guess everybody in this group can just sort of leave. I don't feel like I need them around. Oh, I accidentally ghouled that spider. I really... Well, it'd be better to probably have a ghoul thing that can... It'd be better than having this ghoul fairy. Because at least the spider can evolve, but I kind of don't really have a spot in my army for it. Whatever, he can just follow along with the other dead things. Anyway, the rest of you, head back. They kind of... Well, you know what? This army might be better off staying in this area, too. I wish there was another tomb around here somewhere. I could really use more reanimators. But no. They've got, as long as the reanimator and the evangelist stay alive, they're self-sustaining. So, yeah, they need to get heading back up into the west. The only ones that I kind of want to leave near the necro are just the, kind of like a tailing group of dead people. Can just hang out. That looks good to me. They probably won't get much use, but they'll be more like extras to swap in. Crap. Oh, okay, for some reason I thought it said I had 25 casting points, but it's 251, so I'm good. Close that. Oh, Ganon tried to disjunct that. Well, that's why. He can see it. Can I reinforce that? Costs 45 to reinforce it. I'm going to just reinforce it to 100. And then I'm going to... Why is the Abyssal Ridge still 2 turns away? Does this have a debuff on it? Why is happiness so low? Enemy and domain. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. We can take care of that. I think once I get rid of that debuff, it might actually be able to finish in one turn. So I actually need to summon the Archangel and go out after that thing. Let's do that now. Summon you right here, actually. Very likely victory. You thought you could just walk in here. I'm gonna do it in manual in case he does anything sneaky with spells, but I need to make sure that this... Okay, well, he is kind of doing some serious damage there. Let's... Why can I not go to those tiles? That's weird. These ocean maps are set up kind of funny. Get out of here. Okay, can I now finish that in one turn? Okay, good. Now it's one turn away. Now, sit on that city and don't let anyone come in until I can make those Lords of the Deep. Fire layer is done. I can now make fire dragons. And I think I'm going to start. I don't really feel like I need the Orb of the First Age. Nobody's using giants. Having True Sight's nice, though. But who am I up against? The Druid's the only one that really would do anything sneaky with, like, invisible units, because the Rogue is dead. I don't think Orb of the First Age is really necessary. So yeah, I think I'm just going to go straight into Fire Dragon production. I very rarely ever run into the AI using giants. Think that'll be enough Fire Dragons, everybody? And let's... How close are you guys to being happier? Happiness is at 308. We can work on buffing that up. Keep digging. I don't know if I'll be able to get it above 400, but I'm gonna try. Oh, you know what? I need to set something for that other dragon city. Hey, Grand Palace is finally being constructed in my capital, everybody. And you know I'll be hurrying production on that. I'm gonna go back down to that dragon city that I just told to build, or that I just didn't give an extra build order to, just in case of an autocomplete. I would like to have the Burrow of Fire down there, or Frost, it doesn't matter, just something. Naga Matriarch is done. I'm going to let them keep doing that. Okay, good. It didn't bring the Matriarch along with it. You camp there. I'm sure I'll get notifications about that. There's a Grand Palace done. A Sorcerer's Conflux is next, and I will let that go. I think maybe I threw in the arena on the other city just in case there was an autocomplete production. I was wondering why I was building arena in that Tigran city up north, and maybe that's why I did that, but I actually think I would rather have a stone wall queued up here. As long as it doesn't, you know what, that kind of could interfere. It could get this, though. I'll leave it. I'll let it be. Now that I think of it, I could kind of use that Glyphs of Warding here because of that stuff. This could actually be a very, very powerful unit-producing city. If only it had a magic library in it. Because then I could use the blood altar. Sorry, I said, oh, you know what? In the last or one of the previous episodes this week, and I'm sure you've already corrected me in the comments by this point, but I said the Forbidden Sanctum gives you the blood altar. It does not. It's the Ziggurats that do that for the will not suffer happiness penalty from hurry production. So Yeah, my mistake there. You know, I'll let this city have that stone wall. I kind of, although this is the city I was going to build knights in, though, wasn't it? Because they had the enchanted tree. Maybe I do want this city to have. Maybe I don't want a stone wall here yet. Maybe later. Yeah, maybe later, not right now. Because I would rather this city have the production from that stuff, especially since it's still building things. I'll just, I don't know, throw a war hall in here, maybe a bell tower, something for defense, just in case I get something for free. This city is working towards the ziggurat. I think it'll probably get there first. Actually, this city might. But I want the blood altar. Ooh, you know what? I want the blood altar in the city that's going to be making the priests, which is this one, because it already has a magic library. So I actually don't want this city's borders to grow anymore just yet. So I'll have to wait on that. I'll do, maybe instead of a wooden wall, we'll do the Sorcerer's Conflux earlier. Although most likely I'll fit a Grand Temple in there. But yeah, I think I would rather make sure this city gets the ziggurat in its borders. I just need an observatory first, which I should be able to build in one turn after this. This Dwarf Comet's pretty nice, although it's helping the computers too. Sorcerer's Conflict's done here. We'll do the Mana Vault, that's fine. And then we'll do produce merchandise after that. Okay, I got mana, that's great. A War Hall is done here. This means the Frost Castle comes next. Although I think I'm gonna let these things finish. So you finish that off. Yeah, I'll let the observatory finish next. I'm probably going to want to hurry production on the Frost Castle. But I think I'll go for the Grand Palace first, just for the casting points of it. Mana Vault's done here, and I think this city can now go on permanent produce merchandise, which is always a good feeling. I love when I reach that point with a city. We can just set that. Master's Guild is being worked on here. That's 2 turns. Could you hurry it up? No, not only once. So we'll wait for the... maybe we'll hurry production when the hospital rolls around, because we'll recoup the production, or we'll recoup the happiness when you build the hospital. And then after that, well, actually, would it make more sense to build the hospital first, since this city, yeah, actually, it makes more sense to do this. So I will hurry production and do the hospital first, since this city still has room to grow, including another ziggurat that I've got time for this battle, I think. Save the game here. The big question is, do I have enough true resurrects for it? Actually, the bigger question is what's in here. So, several Manticore riders, all human stuff. True resurrect is 25. I could get 3 of them. Ooh, there's a Tigran one in there. That's my favorite kind of Manticore rider. Cat riding a bigger flying cat. Do I want to just wait until next turn and true resurrect 4 Manticore riders? Like, I could. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to. There's not really any hurry, and this army can't move that much further on this turn. So they can sit here for a turn, and I'll just get 4 Mana Core Riders on the next turn. There's really, like I was saying before, I have so much gold, there's really no reason for me to not just pick up all the tier 4s I can get. We need to set that so they talk to me again. I think I could hurry production of this great... Oh yeah, let's get that done on this turn. And then it'll be a Grand Palace after that. I think those Naga already have their orders. This place probably can do a Grand Palace now. Yep. Good stuff. You have the happiness to support that? Yes, you do. Frodo Stabbins is lost. Alright, already set up that city. I know what they're doing. Close that. Join offer from Rytor. Oh yeah, this is one of them that I'm trying to boost race governance with. So yes, it's time for you to join my empire. And then I just immediately release them again. And that's how you farm race governance XP. Is it safe for them to join? Where's the city located? Slurmthy. I think this is safe now. I don't see anything threatening up here, but I kind of want to split off somebody to go check that area out. Does the Manticore Rider have night vision by chance? No, they don't. Thought maybe the Manticore itself did. The city's looking pretty safe to absorb. Alright, I'm gonna start building this one up. We'll do... This actually could be a decent gold generating city back here because of the Sphinx Temple and the mine. So I guess we'll start with a storehouse and get the process underway yet again with a brand new city. I need to count something. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There is no threat in this direction. I'm gonna move them back and give the Archangel some cover in case something jumps her. That maybe there's something with a camp a little further along. Okay, I need to turn that grid back off. This Tigran... I don't think I want them. Yeah, let's turn that off. Yeah, I don't think I want these guys. They're a little too isolated. The main invasion at Hobton, that is now over. They were going to try to take it back with another one of their Griffin Riders. Okay. City grew into a town, and this is another one that I think just needs to stay as a vassal for the time being. Although, because they grew, I can flood fields. So let's do that. Already took care of that. And I think Terome just made that settler, and it can go back on infinite merchandise. And Iggy, I think he just needs to hold ground for now. It's a bit uncertain where they need to go next right now. I think for the moment, I just want to get the dragon and the phoenix caught up to him. His army could actually use probably another archangel, but I'll summon one for him. Just to get a third one in the third group. I think every group should have one. For now, you guys are okay there, I think. We'll just have to hold ground and keep an eye on things. I might actually move them down a little bit more. Maybe to, like, here. You guys can camp on that city for the moment. And they did not get my raven, so I can keep scouting. Looking for Ganon. That ain't Ganon. He could catch up with the raven, though, if he wanted to. Okay, well, because this thing was coming back to deal with this, and that's no longer a threat, he can probably turn around and go back towards the front lines. Or just hang out in this area, honestly. I think just by hanging out in this area, he would be better off, because if he hangs out here, well, but if a Juggernaut unit comes through, which is the main thing, but that's the only thing that could come at him from either direction, is the Juggernaut stuff down, or the Dreadnought stuff down here, or the Dreadnought stuff up here. And the snakes are remarkably bad. These ones, the poison ones, are very bad at fighting Dreadnought units. So I'm just trying to figure out where the best place for him to go is. And I kind of am thinking maybe just leave him here until I can figure it out, because I don't really have a good plan for him. So I'm going to leave that as a check so I don't forget he's sitting there, because eventually I'll probably have him join the Druid's army. But for now, he's going to be on his own until I can figure out what I want him to do. Alright, for the Sorcerer, I think we need to hit Caerdreth next, because that's the most immediate threat at this city, and I would like it to be taken care of. The fastest way is to go through here, so that's fine. A lot of Dreadnought units, but not a lot of the big tanks. A group, my army like this should be just fine. Ooh, oh man, I was really hoping that castle or that tower was under the control of an enemy AI so I could snag it for myself. Well, I guess this Dragon City is up next. They fell back to defend, it looks like. I'm going to quick save. Do I have time to get one more battle in? I think I do. So let's fight some dragons. I can't guarantee that we're going to walk away from this with no casualties. That's 4 frickin' dragons in there that I have to kill. In fact, we almost... Oh man, this is going to actually be a big mess. I will definitely lose stuff. But I can't afford to just let them sit around making armies of dragons. Right now it's only a vassal, but... Ooh, there's a Heart of the Volcano right there. I've been looking for one of those. I've been looking for one of those all game. You know what? I think I will do this. I'm going to attack... And, oh man, he could cast, Mago could cast spells. I'm thinking of using Chaos Rift to just cheese this one. I think I'm going to. Let's do it. If I kill the only unit Mogwai has in the battle, which is the Wyvern that's kind of in front of everything else, then I should be able to cast my spells without him being involved. So I just need to kill the Fire Wyvern that's by itself, and then I can cast Chaos Rift and everything else dies. Come on, charge in at me on your own. You know you want to. Well, that's certainly annoying. Is that for the rest of the battle? Dang, yes it is. That is a permanent effect. Well, you're dead. Can't deal with it with those guys. That guy could really hurt a lot of people with Frost Breath if I'm not careful. Let's back up with the fire guys. I think I'm just going to have to charge the Archangel forward and finish him. I don't have enough range units. Oh wait, maybe I do. Can that elf longbow pick him off? Yes, he can. Alright, cool. Sarah Feingold's been keeping track of battles that I actually have my upgraded elf longbows fighting in, so you can add one for the AI. Alright, now that he's gone, I'm going to Chaos Rift. Because there's just too many dragons. We're going to make a big frickin' mess. Okay, I can absolutely melt that dragon with fire damage on the next round. It's actually going to take a little more than what I thought, apparently. I would really rather not run the ogre in, because he's just going to panic and run away from fearsome. The longbows can really mess these things up, though. So I'm pretty sure I can get this guy on this turn. See ya. Oh, no lucky stuns. I need to get this guy around probably towards where the Archangel is fighting, because I'm sure the Archangel is going to need some healing soon. I have a lot of Frostling and Frostling units and Draconian units in here. Gotta be careful of those fire dragons. Alright. I think, did I just get this Frost Wyvern? Did this just pop up under my control? I think it did. Well, I'm gonna use it to go harass this dragon. Meanwhile, the elf longbows can just sort of creep up on it. But none of these Draconia apprentices are going to do squat against that dragon, so... Not unless I use Degenerate on it, which actually might be a good idea considering I would have lots of opportunities to stun it. You know what? I think I need this guy. Well, he could be needed over here too, though. Kind of getting a little surrounded. Need the dang wyverns off my angel. I think she's just about dead. Ooh, good stun. That came at a very good time. An angel might still be dead, but... Yeah, I think she is, unless I safeguard her or something. Or heal. Dispel equipment can't get rid of that. Is there anything else these guys can do? Oh wait, they're healers. They can heal, Okay, hang on. Can you phase over to the angel? No. Dang, that would have been nice. Yeah, I think I'm going to need to cast something to protect that angel. Maybe just Holy Cure. It's not guaranteed she'll die here, but I think there's pretty good chances she will. So I'm going to cast Holy Cure. She should be fine now. This guy hopefully can stay distracted by the wyvern long enough for me to use Degenerate on him and finish him off. As a matter of fact, let's just be a little nuisance with that wyvern. Well, that's a nice spot for a node serpent to spawn. Ow! Well, he didn't go after the angel. Why don't you go take away 2 of his action points? And if I can get these guys back, I could heal the angel, or I could just try to stun the dragon. I think I'm just going to try to stun the dragon. Nope, you couldn't get it. Maybe the human priest can. Or I'll just outright kill it. That works too. A lot of people took some damage here, but they should have time for some healing after this. Let's see, can you finish that guy off in one hit without panicking yourself? This guy's got slightly better odds. There we go. No more dragons for Mogwai. There's still a bunch of wyverns sitting in there. Crap. It's not quite my city yet. Can I get it on this turn? The ogres could get on the mountains. The angel can actually attack. Hang on, we need more people. I want this city on this turn. Well, that's the army. Let's go kill some wyverns, I guess. Manual combat, yeah. We'll be fine. These are just the little guys. They don't even have breath attacks. Maybe you should heal yourself. Hi, everyone. Alright, I just need to protect that guy from getting flanked. The ogres can handle that. Who needs XP in this group? That ogre could use it, but he's too far away. Actually, you know what? You are busy. Why don't you help deal with that thing so he doesn't have to take attacks of opportunity, and then we just let the ogre smash that wyvern in the face with a giant club. And are we done? Oh no, they are still alive. Oh well, I can't really do anything because my Archangel's first strike. Matter of fact, that gives me time to heal somebody, which is going to be this ogre. Alright, now it's my Dragon City. Are you serious? There are 2 Heart of the Volcanoes in the city. Oh, that's where they all were. They're both within, like, 1 spot on the map that are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles apart. Both in range of a Dragon City. Oh, makes perfect sense. Okay, well, I will work on clearing those in the next episode, and then I won't have to worry about volcanic terrain penalties anymore. Then I think I'll have everything except Blighted will be, because I got tropical, I got temperate, I've got the snow, I'm about to get volcano, and then I'll have the blighted stuff too. So plus, won't these give me 10 casting points apiece because of wild magic? Yeah, they should. I think this one is. Yep. All right. Looking good. Okay, guys, I think we need to call it here for this episode. I am going to get some lunch, and I will be back to record the remaining 2 that I am planning for this weekend. I feel like a lot has been going on these last couple episodes. These have been fun ones, so I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Throw down a quick save there. So yeah, this has been the 3rd in a set of 3. I will be doing 2 more. Releasing one probably every other day is my tentative plan to spread things out a little bit more, since I do intend to be busy next weekend again. So hopefully 5 episodes spread out a little bit, kind of keep everyone entertained until I can get back. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoy the content I'm putting out, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Special thanks to all my Patreon supporters, including Tier 3 supporters Blitz, Braden, Dawson Horner, Jimbro, Sarah Feingold, Spanglefan, and Tarsak. Thanks so much, everybody.